The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you. To split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Gods be damned. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, we're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting... Worms Rock. It serves as headquarters. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Orin. I'd never heard tell of. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned... Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to... As would I. I was 7. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted, attended. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There they were.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming atop each totem, there is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind as the maelstrom howled.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. Tiamat made another pet added to her warlock. The moment, my soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is. I could flee to the spine of the... He returned. I showed him after. He said only one word. I understand.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
The events of the last days, the Absolute is all who carry this would have been. With her help, you have together, you have really liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions. Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long, but sleep is...
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
You're under attack. Help me. Let's see.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
but to keep going. Survival is all that matters. I'll strike you down.
There's no blood.
Ready. You will be cleansed.
Think you can take me on?
It's not over. Come to the skull.
That took the edge off.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Someone there? Devious.
I need you now.
I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him. Everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master. Together, we can turn the tide.
Incoming.
Not your enemy. The Githyanki are. Destroy the Honor Guard.
hand.
I must regain control over the Githyanki prince. Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You may call me the An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on their prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus, and find allies in the outer world. You. Most certainly Orpheus. He is. Some Githyanki still revere him. She kept him this way. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil. That would be a terrible. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But I realized that any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand it. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent ability. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. If you let me, I can evolve you. I understand, but in case you change, look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough, but we mustn't lose focus. You heard the Chosen. We must not let them reach it.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki.
Something is... It's...
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel.
Orpheus. Gith's only... It is not the Gaith visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set... It is Orpheus. The blood of the mother. The prince. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in heart. Long ago, Tiamat gifted the gift. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reign, but it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Yet the prince of the... Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed. And every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is one word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rip. If the Githyanki are to be free, the prince...
No one's stopped me yet.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? Of course. I suppose you've earned it.
We have a new look, nice as it is. She still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
There's no more shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, and in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nate, I cannot help but at least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. My mate, most high. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. A great deal. But still, Ketheric Thorm. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how or why, but all was black. Black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself, no matter what. It's all out in the open now. And I'm grateful.
must find where Gortash and Orin...
Baldur's Gate is right over the... Cazador, and a grand ceremony to place him in a position of such... Of course, the problem with... If the time comes and I can stay... After 200 years... Look, let's find... If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn... If we don't find my... We should get to them, unless Cazador...
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't... She would... That was last Tenday, though. Wow. Thanks a lot.
Anything you want for supper. All the cheese your tummy can handle. I'm not asking for more.
The place...
Arthur, if you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I made Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. Agreement? I've got nothing to say to them. Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better. I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live. You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
The possibilities are endless. What do you get out? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person that...
Good thing you sorted that out.
At least we'll have some peace now.
Peace? What peace?
That might be worth a look.
Within its walls than without Martha. At least here we're...
Well, hello. With pleasure. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. traps about. Be careful. There are traps about. Someone's left a trap out for us. Be careful. There are traps about. Let's see. Hardly the home of a sweet, generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving? What have we here? A fearsome hunter, reduced to this. Traps. How considerate. A fearsome hunter, reduced to this.
Damn, it's good to be alive. That's a big mama.
Trust no one.
Best avoid that trap.
This'll be fun.
It's only half finished, and I already detest it.
I'm not paid to debate with civil
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
You're going to hire all the refugees. Just like that.
If I was a Sharon...
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
file reports, and I'm sure the Nanak will deal with it.
Can't give up now.
And don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens. Baldurians!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfect...
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Oh. My apologies. Now I hear you speak, I, of course, realise you're a local. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it else. Refugees can't stay here in Rivington.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
Donations? Food, sundries, gold. These poor refugee sods need all the help they can get. Let's see what you've got. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated. Got something else to donate, have you? I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks.
Is everything all right, Manip Nestor? Sir?
There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations, and we're going to check it out.
Why? All these goods have already been checked in.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job.
A devious little trap.
Keep a blade close.
You were right. Now give me some room. You try and find whoever... I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck. Boys, trapped to...
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
Gods.
Seems we were patrolling around a power.
Heads will roll for this. I don't give a sh. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. They talk some... I should be...
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could
The
have.
cult hadn't burnt our farm, though. At least we got the Scotty out of that burning barn.
Just a little singed, eh, Scotty? Oh, to be fair...
Glad to see you.
No.
My love.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise.
Whatever the...
Well, war is... What was that, my dear?
Nothing, Dar.